All of you guys here, I think it's really special. Please welcome Chamillionaire presenting his new work, Ultimate Victory.
Thank you. Take this mic off, man. Thank you for coming and showing up. I appreciate y'all coming. Everybody got something to eat? All right. Everybody got something to drink? It costs money. So budget here ain't wasted. All right, man. I just want to say thanks to everybody coming up. You know, man, it's been a crazy run for me since the last album. You know, I came in, you know, from the mixtape circuit, just trying to do my thing, you know, with a dream to be this rapper and just try to prove the world wrong. You know, the album, I named it The Sound of Revenge because I was just going to show everybody that I could pull off everything that I said I was going to do. And I want everybody in here listening. You hear me? You hear me? My last album, I did a listening party, and it was a lot of people that came, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I guess I was a new artist at that time. People really wasn't really paying attention. Like, you know, I remember the whole first run, and sometimes my memory remembers a lot of stuff. Like, the first time I even went into, like, say, the Source magazine and how I played my album, and the little small boombox radio that was there that I played my album on. I remember the feeling of putting it in and just, you know, wanting somebody to feel my music, you know what I'm saying? I feel what I stood for. I remember like going into L.A. Reid's office a long time ago, you know, I was trying to get signed, and I was like, the lady told me, she was like, before you came in here, Jaquan came in here, and Jaquan, he jumped up on the desk, and he mooned everybody. And he had everybody going crazy. And she looked at me like she wanted me to do that. And I was like, man, I can't do that because that's just not me. And she was like, well, you got to do something to make them think you're a star. So I'm like, I got to do something to make them think I'm a star. Like, whatever happened to just the music? You know what I'm saying? Like, nowadays, with all these rappers and stuff, it's always just certain images that you have to portray. You know, if you're trying to get a cover for a magazine, they want to know, like, you know, what's interesting about you, who you beefing with, how's it going to sell records. And me, I just feel like I'm just me, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I got here, riding. Everything that I did was just me being me, a reflection of me. And I feel like all these people are here right now, everybody's here. And what I say is, I'm spending money for this because it's coming out of my budget. And I thought about it, I said, I'm coming here, and do I really want them all to just hear my whole album and like my whole album? You know what I want more than that? I want everybody in this room to feel like you know me a little bit more, because people to this day still don't know me. Like, it's crazy. I'm not talking about now you don't call me Chamillionaire anymore, you call me Chamillionaire, but I think people just still don't know me. Like, there's so many people that wake up every day and they don't got no purpose. Like, if you're a person in this, how many of y'all love your job? Make some noise if you love your job. Y'all lying, man. Everybody don't love their job like that. Man, y'all be complaining about the dude in the next cubicle or whatever, man. Hey, so, you know, you wake up every day and you get in your car, you brush your teeth, you walk into your office, you know, and you do the same thing you did the day before. You go back home, and you wake up the next day, and you do the same thing over and over. It's like, you get to a point where you start thinking, like, what is my purpose on this earth? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I went all across the world with my last album, and I'm doing so much, and then people are actually coming to me, and instead of saying, you know, I like your last punchline you said, they start saying that they like what I stand for, you know what I'm saying? And that's way more important than 160 bars I could give you right now about punchlines about nothing. Like, when I was a younger, I used to do all these mixtape freestyles, and I used to just talk about all this nonsense, like, my rims looking bigger than your 7th grade brother. You know what I'm saying? Just a lot of stuff like that. And it was just, it didn't have no purpose, and it got to a point where, you know, sometimes real life situations started happening, and a lot of stuff started happening to me over my life, and then I started to really appreciate life a lot. Everybody got to listen to me. Everybody. I started appreciating life a lot more and started really wanting to make a difference. I mean, like, you know, nowadays we all industry people in here right now. Everybody in here is in the industry in some form. You know, we're not the consumers and the little kids that's out there snap dancing and doing all this type of stuff. We the people that really control the industry, the shakers and movers of the industries, all the websites, all the media. You know, we the people that right now are really knee deep in all this stuff that we call hip hop. And I think nowadays I get in the studio with a lot of rappers, everybody, and they all got so much commentary about everything that's going on in life. Like, you know, whatever's going on with the war, or, you know, even labels. I get in the studio with a lot of artists and start talking about different labels and what they say, but when it comes time to step on our form called music, we don't say nothing. But shake your booty, shake your booty. I ain't gonna lie, a lot of people ask me, how many club records you got? I'm like, why I gotta have a club record? You know what I'm saying? Why everything gotta be such a formula? How many records do you got for a girl? How many records you got for this? Like, I decided this time, I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try to make myself love this again, because I remember the feeling that I got when I heard like Tupac and Scarface do Smile or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Who knows what UGK's album did first week? Anybody? Their first album, Riding Dirty? Anybody know what, like, I mean, nowadays you got like little kids that be like, oh, so-and-so did 200,000 first week, he's flopping. And you be like, man, what part of the game is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, little kids is reciting everything in the sound scan right now. And it got to a point where I got so into it, and I'm in a position now where I'm supposed to think like that. I'm actually one of the artists that sold. But to me, I decided, I was like, I'm gonna name this album Ultimate Victory, because really, the real victory is when you really realize what's important. All the stuff that everybody else worries about, all the nonsense, the beef. I went around the world, he asked me so many retarded questions about this person beefing with this person and this person. I don't even care, man. Life is precious, man. I went and shot my album cover in Jamaica. I went to Jamaica, and it's crazy because nowadays to spend that much money to go do that type of stuff is really foolish, because hip-hop ain't really selling much like that. So if you do this crazy, big budget album cover shoot, it's just a waste of money, you know what I'm saying? But I decided, you know what? This is what I want to do, because I waited so long to get to this point, and I need to enjoy it. I went all across the world. My last album, everywhere. I was in Hawaii. I went across the world. It was hard to sell platinum. And when I finally got there, I didn't enjoy it. Everybody enjoyed it more than me, because I was in Hawaii and I touched down. I'm working so hard to try to prove all these doubters wrong, and I get on a plane the next day and I'm just working hard. Then I really got to the end and realized, man, I just went through a whole year and I didn't even enjoy it. As many awards as I won, I didn't even enjoy it. It's like somebody in here going to work every day. No, I'm not gonna wrap it up. I paid my money. They gonna listen. They gonna feel me. Listen, so what I did was, I went around the world and I did so much stuff and I didn't enjoy it. Like, there's people in here that work for their job every day and you get up and you hate life and you can't stand it. And you just get to thinking, why am I doing this? Why am I chasing money? I even wrote a song about that on my album, and it's called I Think I Love You, and it's about money, because every day we all get up and chase money. People sue you for money, people stab you in the back for money, but you know, I keep on chasing you every day. I must be in love with you. You know what I'm saying? That's like, you know, some people say I think too much, man. You know, I might think too much, but I think there's a purpose with everything, because my last album, I had a song called Void in My Life, which is a deep song. It's about God, you know what I'm saying? Like, and nobody remembers that one. Nobody ever talks about that. To me, it means something, you know what I'm saying? But people don't remember that.